Good morning, friends. It's Nancy, and I'm here to start a new journal. This one's a bigger one. Let's give her a measure. 6 by 9 and 2 inches across the back. This has been on my shelf for a little bit. I'm just going to tear this back a bit. So I can see what's going on here. Okay, so I don't know what it's about. But it has some pictures. Look at the big margins on here and the big print. The text is huge. So, first thing I want to do is get this text block out. By tearing that first part out, I can get a better look at how this is all secured together. Pretty sturdy. Take that right out. So I'm hoping that you're having a great weekend. It's been busy here. Yesterday morning we met Doug's brother and his wife in Woodstock for breakfast, which was nice. And came home, had a nap. And then went to St. Thomas for my sister's birthday party, where I was annoying because I was bragging how I was going to beat everybody at trivia. We were on teams. And my team, of course, we won. So the spine is in pretty good shape. Just get some of the grits out of there. And I'm going to do a 2-inch spine. And that'll leave lots of hinge in there. Just seeing if this is... Yeah, that's pretty good. So, because it's in such good shape, I don't feel like I need to reinforce it in any way. but I am going to use a little bit of masking tape. Just to sort of just as a band-aid in case things are getting a little thin, you know. As we get older, none of us are in the best shape, not in the same shape as what we started out as, that's for sure. I'm pretty happy with the distance around these end papers, except this one corner. It's it was out a little low. So I'm going to just tear that out so it doesn't show. This one's got a similar oh, if only all end papers came out that easy. And since it's so easy, I'll just take that corner out. So I'm pressing that right in there. I'm kind of happy with the shabbiness. I might do something on this, but I don't know. I originally thought these were daffodils, but they're definitely irises, aren't they? Definitely. All right, let's try to take some of this apart. We always like these blank ends for... I wish it didn't have this writing on it. Because I would have liked to have saved this title page, but now I might be able to collage something over it. So I won't throw that away just yet. Yeah, I might be able to do something with that. That's a good blank one. Now, I want to look for these plates. $22. Now, how are you fastened in here? You are glued. Okay. So I'm going to take all of these illustrations out, and I think that will be less interesting than watching paint dry. So I will finish that off camera. All right, I got out this old Girl's Own album, and I'm going to use this ivy here and try to cover up that writing that's on the title page. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, I'll show you these in a minute. Okay. Where is scrap paper? Okay, so I did this sort of treatment on some of the pages in my red journal, I think it was. So I'm just putting glue where there is writing. I'm going to tear a straight edge here. I'll let that dry. And then when it's perfectly dry, I will tear off the paper that isn't stuck. I'm just going to put a little more glue right there where that leaf is, because I don't want to lose those two leaves. Everything else should be pretty good. Okay, I'm going to just put that, let's give it a squidge. Dry up there. Okay. So I made my template for the spine. There's going to be 13 signatures. Ordinarily, a spine this size, I would put 10 signatures in, but I want to get a lot of the pictures in. So I think I have 12. Did I do 12 or 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so one for each signature, and then the front page for the 13th. I ended up with a couple of leftover ones, and I think these are going to make great ephemera. Maybe not that one. I'm not too sure about these landscapey ones. But definitely the pictures of the two girls. This is the template for where I'll poke the holes in my signature. Okay, here's the template. So what I did was I took about 1/8 of an inch off the side, because when you put the original pages, the original folios from the book back in, it's not going to be snug right into that spine any longer. It's going to stick out a bit. So the pages end up being just a little too long. So I have cut them all off and cut these ones all down. And what I'm going to do here is on the photo, the ones pages with photos, I'm just going to do a little round, because my concern is that a person might not see that there's another page behind it, so it's actually 3 pages in the folio. So I'm just going to quickly do that, and I'm also going to do a little bit of very light inking. And I'm also going to make sure that this opens, and if it needs a little more glue to reinforce it, well, then now's the time to do that, right? Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Let's give this a try. Oh, beautiful. That turned out wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Get this in ink all around. I've been thinking I need to do a little bit of research, find out what this book is about. Find a date, maybe. That'd be good too. Okay, this is Gina K, and the color is Craft. So I'm just gonna sort of blend a little ink on there. Wonderful. I'm wondering if I want to do some more illustrations like that. For sure there is some more in that book. Where'd it go? Just opened right to a good page. There's a good one too. Just needed a little reminder that he can't be singing songs this early in the morning. a little off. And this one. Okay. Give that time to dry. Okay, how are we doing? I'm just going to glue some of these scraps down onto my bobbin cards. Tell you a little bit about my vision for this journal. I want it to be very neutral, possibly some pale green, but no color, definite color. I'm trying to think if I want to keep that. I don't think I do. So I'm just making a couple of tags, I guess you'd call them. Or journal cards. Journal-y cards. This paper is great for ripping. It's older. And I have a couple of blank book pages that I want to mount these on, but I think I want another layer of paper in between, something with some color. I have this very old dark music paper. It's very thin. I don't know what he's doing up there, but it's loud. Made me nervous for a minute. I thought he fell or something. I'm not going to put glue on this in the center. But I do want to make sure that there's going to be music around the edge and not like the blank space between the lines of music. looks good. There you go. Now let's get this. I guess I want a different ruler. Just add a couple of tears. Just make it look a little grungy. And then I'm going to glue it on this book page that's blank. Just gluing down the tears because this is very fragile, and if I just leave them hanging, they'll break off. I think this one I'm going to do a little less music. Move some of this scrap. Okay. I'm just going to cover that up. Okay. Now, I'm going to gather some paper and come back and give you a little look at what I've got chosen. Okay, here's what I have pulled out. I've got a lot of blank papers that I've pulled out of my scrap bins. I have some other things. That's the title page that we just worked on, but I want to reinforce it, so let's grab a chunk of paper. That'll do. Actually, maybe I'll use this one. Yeah. Something a little wider. I will tear a little bit of the edge off though. Doug's going golfing this morning with his brother and sister-in-law. So I will have myself a happy crafting time. I'm going to move some of this stuff over. Okay. I would probably do some lace in the on the cover, the front title page. And I have a blank page and a blank page. I would like to cover that up with something. No. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. What's this? Maybe I'll just go with the music paper. Okay, this is going to be a delicate maneuver because this is really falling apart. I might like this side better. Yeah. And maybe I can put a corner or something there. Yeah, let's do that one. I'm not gonna rub it on the other side because that paper is way too fragile. I'm not sure when or why that video stopped recording, but I've used this torn envelope as a page. I might add something on the bottom there too. We'll see. But I did want to paint the chicory. Better. Not worried too much about coloring inside the lines. Just adding color. Okay, that's all I'm doing with that. All right, so I think that is a video for now. Like I said, I might add something there. Like that. Hard to say, hard to say. All right, so come back again soon. We'll do a little more on this book, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.